Yes, Brad, it was, as you know, a very quiet and yet touching ceremony to honor those who stood up in the darkest hours. And I have with me the Veterans Affairs Minister, Stephen Blaney, who's stepping in for the Prime Minister, as you reported earlier, is in Hong Kong. So, Mr. Blaney, I have to ask you, first of all, what is that unusual poppy?
Well, it's a gift I got on Friday by a young girl from Levy. They're grade 7 in l'école L'Envol in Saint-Nicolas. And they had, all the week, they had veterans coming in their class to get some testimony. They had veteran Michaud from the Korean War. And she gave me this wonderful puppy. They made a lot. Mm-hmm. And I told her that I would wear it today because I was so proud to see that young Quebecers were showing so much interest and respect for our veterans.
And do you find that it seems like across the country, and you saw it here, the number of young people here, that something seems to be going on where you know, they're not forgetting the people who have died.
Something is happening, Bob. I had this week invited 3 veterans, one from Dieppe, one from the Bomber Command, one from Bosnia, and I also had a young girl, Madison Ford. She's 16, and with 5,000 young Canadians, she paid actually her home ticket to fly into Europe, not to go, well, she's probably has seen the Eiffel Tower, but she went to Vimy and she went to the Juno Beach Center, and they were paying a tribute to our fallen, and she wrote things so moving. I guess I could hire her as my speech writer. Actually, I used many quotes she did in my speech, which tells so much of how the youth is understanding. And to me, as it says that our veterans, we said like in those battles like Vimy, it was the birth of a nation, but now we're seeing a new generation taking the torch of those who made this sacrifice and driving us forward as a country. So it's quite inspiring, I must tell you, and it's part of my job, commemoration, taking care of veterans. This is great, 2 great mandates. Well, actually, it's quite a great day for me today.
I don't want to get political here, but you know that there have been some concerns raised about veterans, about the way they're not treating properly by the bureaucracy. And is there a way that we can address their concerns, that to make the bureaucrats more sensitive to people who have lost limbs and are waiting forever to get wheel ramps into their homes, for example?
Well, this morning I was with one of our civil servant, and he was carrying his frame of his granduncle who did the war. I work with people who are dedicated and passionate about veterans and who are doing their utmost, and of course that's what they gave so much. They are putting their lives at risk for us. We still have Canadian Armed Forces serving us in a training mission in Afghanistan. So of course the least we can do when they come back is to take care of them. And that's what I do on a daily basis. And days like this remind me how it's important to thank those who made the ultimate sacrifice and to take care of our veterans as well.
Do you think, given the way we feel so strongly about our veterans, that there may be a necessity to take the politics out of it, if I may say so, by seeing if you can set up some kind of a nonpartisan group to work with the parties to help our veterans so that it doesn't become political, but we look for solutions to help them?
Absolutely. Well, as today I would say the nation comes together to pay a tribute, we have some major initiative. Indeed, that was when our former Prime Minister opposition leaders and Prime Minister Harper, and they all decided that we needed to do something to address the needs of our new veterans. So that's why they've decided that they would bring what we call the new Veterans Charter. That's why we introduced the Veterans Bill of Rights, the ombudsman. And one interesting thing is we've always said this is a living document. So every day, every month, every year, we are improving it. And we're always looking at improving the way we are providing those things. Yes?
You mentioned the Veterans Charter because, some members are saying it creates 2 classes. Are you going to review that then?
Well, we're always, for me what is important is to make sure that our veterans, we meet their needs, and that we provide them with the program and services they deserve and to which they are fully entitled. So the best way to do it is certainly to adapt to. The thing is, Bob, now we have seen here many Second World War veterans, but we also have those soldiers returning from our peacekeeping mission, from NATO mission, from Afghanistan. And that's why it's important to adapt to the reality and to the needs of those modern vets. That's exactly why the new Veterans Charter was brought in. That's why we've been working at and improving it, like we've brought some major enhancements just less than a year ago. And that's why it's ongoing, it's work in progress. And I can tell you, as Canadian, we can be proud of what we have accomplished, because when we compare to other nations, we are way behind many other nations in the way we are dealing with our providing services, especially in mental health. Just remind of General Dallaire, who I used to say he came out of the closet. So General Dallaire said, and that's important to remind, that behind every soldier, there's a human being. And that's what we need to take care of, and that's why we still need to improve. But I think we're on the right track. And when I look at what is being done elsewhere, I can tell you, Canadians can be proud of how we are serving veterans. Can we do better? We always strive to do so. But days like this, when I see thousands of Canadians just going and drop their puppy on the tomb of the unknown, I think it's quite inspiring, and I'm quite confident we will still, they gave us so much.
All right. Thank you very much. Back to you.
CTV's Robert Fife and Canada's Minister of Veteran Affairs, Stephen Blaney. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Okay.